Rick was very interested in the military, and I think Harper had given him opportunities to say to him, what would you like to do? And Rick's answer, I think, always has been, I'll do whatever you need me to do. You just put me where you need me and I'll do it. He was very fortunate to be part of the Military Advisory Council and the joint Canadian-U.S. Defense Committee, co-chair of that, in fact.
Co-chair with Congressman Nethercott of the Permanent Joint Board of Defense, so that we had a chance to talk about the interaction of Canadian and American officials in the defense of the continent.
And then to see the way that the Conservative government, and I know that you had a lot to do with it, took on the Canadian military and rebuilt a military that had been just almost decimated under the Liberals.
Rick was part of a broader process.
Many things he did not share with us, he was not privy to share with us, but at the same time, he was very proud of his opportunity to work with the men and women, particularly in Afghanistan.
He was not driving policy, but he was trying to build a consensus within Parliament that would support a policy that could stand up in a very difficult and unforgiving situation.
To know that you had such great influence, and at some very trying times. Certainly Afghanistan was, a trying time for our Canadian forces.
I think he did it honorably and effectively, and the result of that is that there is a substantial bipartisan unity on that issue.
Every time we have a sit down for lunch, or a meal, we have soldiers come and sit with us, and we've had a really good opportunity to talk one-on-one with them.
What a great idea, and what a great way just to thank somebody.
Amy is the one that introduced the idea when she first came to work with us, and
the response that we had from the community was really overwhelming. Every time we set a goal, it was surpassed by far, and the people that came into the office were very varied, from the young to the old.
My father was a soldier in the Second World War, so I have an affinity toward people in the military, and just that little gesture, I know how much that meant.
It was very exciting to see the support for our troops.
And Rick would tell me that when he would go over, they would thank him months and months later for those cards, because that just was a little something, but it meant so much.
It is my sincere hope that we will all undertake our duty as members of Parliament with the same fidelity to duty and conviction that I have witnessed in our men and women in uniform. Our fight in Afghanistan continues. We do not fight for empire or profit. We fight for freedom.
It's something that very few Canadians know that Canadian troops were involved with. Back in the 50s, when they were sent down to Nevada to participate in the atomic tests down there. But a lot of them were sick. Many, in fact, most of them are dead now. And the remainder and their widows were trying to get to visit with somebody in Ottawa. Rick was instrumental in getting us to see the minister.
Resolve this issue as quickly as we can.
The opposition were able to force O'Connor out of that position. That's politics, I suppose, isn't it? I would thank Rick for that. He really took care of us in that one.
When Rick became the Honourable Rick Casson, when I met him on November the 11th, I said, we have all known always that you were honourable, and we're thrilled that the world knows now.